RAUSCH Games!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to RAUSCH Games here on YouTube, and more importantly, welcome back to my WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. This is one of those episodes you guys have been waiting for quite some time. It's not simply because it's the last IWC in the month of May, and then there's only one day in between this and the WWE Over the Limit pay-per-view. No. It's because the month of June starts today, as we will unofficially be beginning our King of Trios tournament today. We'll have 2 qualifying matches between 4 Trios teams here on IWC to determine who our 29 and 30 seeds in the tournament are. They will be the last 2 entrants, and then the whole field will be set by the end of this episode, and you guys will get to see what we'll be building toward in the first 2 weeks of the month of June. We'll also be playing one of the 5 matches on this card as it is, depending on the votes you've been giving me over the past 2 days since I put SmackDown up. I asked you to vote between Rosa, Mendes, and Eva Marie, Soldier Ant and Max Smashmaster in a steel cage, Blaster McMassive and Nick Jackson, Corey Graves and Jay Briscoe in a table match, and Sweeney, Antoine, and Kassius Ohno for the IWC Championship, also in a tables match. And while you did spread the voting around this week, we do have a clear-cut winner. Unfortunately for Ian Mecca, it's not Rosa Mendes taking on Eva Marie, you heartless, soulless bastard. We had 1 vote come in for Soldier Ant versus Max Smashmaster in the steel cage. We had 2 votes for Corey Graves versus Jay Briscoe in their tables match, and we had 3 votes for Sweeney Antoine versus Kassius Ohno in their own tables match for the IWC Championship. And as much meaning as the belt has for these guys in the IWC, there's also what you need to consider about my initial rules that you may forget, my rules for promotion in this universe mode from the IWC to NXT. Anytime any IWC superstar's momentum bar fills to within 3 slots of the very end of the bar, they're offered a tryout match at the next NXT taping. They'll be the first or second match on the card, whatever, and if they win, they become a part of the roster, and NXT has to drop somebody. That's as simple as it is, and we're just about 2 months into the calendar, so nobody's momentum bars are all that full, but I will say, heading into this match, your champion, Kassius Ohno, has the highest momentum bar of anybody on the IWC. If he once again defends his championship here, he could be solidifying his place as the first person to get an NXT tryout. It's not going to happen immediately. He still has work to do, but he's well on his way, and he's jumped out farther than anybody else. So keep that in mind as we get into that match later on. Now, concerning those qualifying matches for the King of Trios tournament, I'm going to be getting rid of this god-awful Divas match between Rosa and Eva, and that's going to be your first of the qualifiers. You're going to have Team Pieces of Hate, Jigsaw, The Shard, and Darren Williams, one of Dan Hand's created wrestlers who are all over this tournament, whether it's on their own predetermined teams or because of my random picking. That's your Team Pieces of Hate. They're going to be taking on Team Bullet Club, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, DOC, whatever you want to call him these days, and Eddie Kingston in probably my favorite random third partner matchup. I think those guys are going to clean house, and I'm surprised that they're down here in the qualifying round. Then we're also going to get rid of Blaster McMassive taking on Nick Jackson, and we'll replace that with the other qualifier. You're going to have the Briscoe brothers. You'll have Mark and Jay, so keep this in mind for Jay's match immediately afterward. That is not changing on the card. That's something we need to look into. You're going to have Mark Briscoe, Jay Briscoe, and Sami Zayn. Those are your Briscoe brothers team, and they're taking on the general Team IWC. That's populated by Carpenter Ant, the Great Metsuda, and Kurt Angle. Whoa. So those are going to be your 2 trios matches. We're going to play both of those as well as the main event. We're still going to have our cutscenes as well. This is going to be a longer IWC than normal, but you guys have been patient waiting for the King of Trios, so you deserve it, and I'm going to put in the work on it. I'm going to get right into changing this up for our first trios match, and I will see you in the ring for it, guys. Don't go anywhere. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our first match on IWC this last week in May, the first of 2 qualifiers in the 2K14 King of Trios tournament. You've got Team Bullet Club taking on Team Pieces of Hate. Right now you've got Machine Gun Carl Anderson starting off for Bullet Club against Jigsaw, the man in the puzzle suit. Anderson gets whipped into the Pieces of Hate corner, but there's Jigsaw with a kick to the gut. Nice reversal there. You've got Darren Williams and the Shard also on Team Pieces of Hate. Eddie Kingston and Luke Gallows also on Team Bullet Club, fresh off a plane from Japan, coming straight into this, the good brothers that they are. Poke to the eyes from Jigsaw, kick to the gut, chop, kick to the shin, but there we go. Anderson catches, and a huge enziguri from Jigsaw. Anderson gets up with a punch to the chin, and there's a big running neck breaker from Carl Anderson. And he's going outside, probably looking for the tag in that scenario. Gallows gets thrown off, and Jigsaw has Anderson up on his back. He's got him stretched out, down on his face. Big maneuver from Jigsaw. And Anderson rolls out of the ring here. Bullet Club got to regroup. Eddie Kingston being added to this Bullet Club team makes them a true wild card in this announcer's eyes. If they make it into the tournament, I don't care that this is for the 29th seed. I think they're going to win it. I really do. I think they've got the talent. They've got the indie know-how to really succeed here in IWC, and I think they can stack up against even some of NXT's better teams. I don't know about WWE, but we'll see how far some of those teams end up. There's Anderson kicking off of Jigsaw. Jigsaw, great arm drag, throwing Anderson down. Anderson again rolling out of the ring to regroup, leaving Jigsaw alone, taking a slow and steady approach to this match. Jigsaw goes out after him, and Anderson, again looking for a tag in his corner, but his partners spread out, abandoning the corner for no reason at all. There's Anderson with another neck breaker, working from behind on Jigsaw, trying to slow it down, but Jigsaw elbow into a jawbreaker. Jigsaw definitely overmatched here. Well, I should say Anderson is overmatched. He's got a front headlock, and now he's got Jigsaw's arm up as Darren Williams looks on. There's a nice suplex from Carl Anderson. The rest of Bullet Club all kinds of fired up. And there's a tag. Luke Gallows making his way into the ring, and we've got the Shard coming in for the Pieces of Hate. Gallows going straight into a headlock, the biggest man in this match. There's a great belly-to-belly side slam, and he knocks Jigsaw off the side there, off the apron. Gallows now, one more belly-to-belly side slam, and he is just all over the Shard here, going in with a series of big punches from the big man. And now he's got the Shard up. Oh, but the Shard reverses into a reverse Russian leg sweep. Wonderful move from the Shard. Twisting the arm around is Luke Gallows. There's a knee to the gut from the Shard. Jigsaw and the Shard, you may or may not know, the last recorded Campeones de Parejas of Chikara before it shut down late last year. They were the last tag team champions within the company, and now they're looking to find some rejuvenated tag team dominance in this greater IWC community. Winning this King of Trios would be fantastic for them, but they've got to get through Bullet Club to even make it into the true tournament. And right now, judging by the way that the Shard's head is bouncing off the mat, Luke Gallows is going to make sure that they don't indeed make it. And now Gallows with the Shard's arm up, he's got his own suplex. That is a long way to fall for the little guy. And Gallows now bringing Eddie Kingston, also a Chikara alum, into this match. Huge back body drop from the War King. And there's a stomp on the chest, and Eddie Kingston is probably the most brutal competitor in the IWC right now. No regard for his own body or another human being's. Now the Shard working from behind into a side headlock. There's a knee lift right into the gut of Kingston. Kingston blocks a punch. Shard blocks a punch. Now into a side headlock. And he's got a nice European uppercut, chopping the block of Kingston as well. Kingston documented knee problems in the past. That's a great offense from the Shard. Kingston now finds himself in no man's land in the corner of the Pieces of Hate, but he reverses. The Shard now reversing into a nice German suplex back into the center of the ring. The Shard taking control against Eddie Kingston here, but Kingston with a punch from his gloved hand. And now Shard whipping him into a drop toe hold. Kingston holding his head, getting up. Good double axe handle from the Shard. Sends him down. Shard running to his corner. And now Darren Williams, the last fresh legs to make their way into this match, comes in right into a belly-to-belly suplex from the War King, Eddie Kingston. But there is Williams with a punch to the gut. And twisting the arm of Kingston around. Kingston returns the favor. Big elbow to the chest sends Williams down to the mat. And now Kingston lifts him up by the head, twisting his arm around again. Now working from behind, but there's Williams with a reversed snapmare. Very nice from him. Kingston rolls up, and he's going in with elbows, but Darren Williams easily blocks off the third. There's a snapmare from Kingston, and the energy in this match just keeps on building. Kingston into a front headlock. Darren Williams just pushes him off. Darren Williams doesn't look like it when you first see him, but he is one of the biggest guys we've got down here in the IWC. I mean, standing with Luke Gallows right off to the side, you don't really notice it all that much, but he is. And now Kingston with the leg up. There's the big toss suplex from Eddie Kingston to Darren Williams. And Kingston rounding up his gloved fist here. We're going to send Darren Williams back in time. There's the back fist of the future. And Bullet Club has whipped everybody off the ropes, but there's a rope break. Kingston couldn't get Williams out of the ropes there. Could have had the pinfall. There's a snap suplex. Shard was stalking but decides to get out of the ring. All hell broke loose right when that back fist of the future hit. There's a huge clothesline from Darren Williams. And now Kingston making his way out of the ring. The Shard has been tagged in. He is now the legal man. Kingston just kind of stalking on the outside of the ring here. Slides back up inside and now runs at the Shard. But the Shard reverses tilt-a-whirl backbreaker over his knee. That is a whole lot of man to pick up for the Shard. Kingston, though, gets up and twists the arm around. And he's got him up. And there's that, basically the reverse of his toss suplex there. And he's just stomping on the Shard while he's down. Walks in with a chop, but the Shard blocks the punch. Predictable offense from Kingston there. And now the Shard, half Nelson, suplex! Throws Kingston across the ring, and the Shard crawls across, tags in Jigsaw. Jigsaw going for the punch. Oh, but he misses on Kingston. Kingston steps out of the way and gets Jigsaw where he wants him into a snap suplex there. And now Kingston across the ring. We've got Luke Gallows making his way back in, charging across at Jigsaw. Huge Superman punch from Luke Gallows. Jigsaw, though, does get up off the mat, kicks Gallows in the gut, and now Gallows up on Jigsaw. Jigsaw spins him around, throws him down on his face. And there's a kick to the gut from Jigsaw. I can't believe the strength we just saw from him. Jigsaw having wrestled all over the place. Dragon Gate, Chikara, Ring of Honor, TNA for quite a while. He has been everywhere in independent wrestling. And now, with help from the Shard, he pokes the eyes of Luke Gallows. And Gallows gets out of it that time and knocks the Shard off the apron. And goes into a huge belly-to-belly suplex on Jigsaw. And the Bullet Club, they're both off the apron there. Going to show the Shard they mean business. There's another big Superman punch from Gallows. And Gallows is in complete control until a snapmare, sorry about that, from Jigsaw. Who now just stomps on his chest. But there's raking the mask, I should say, is Luke Gallows. And he knocks Jigsaw down, slamming his head into the center of the ring. And now Jigsaw kips up, great energy from him. But there's that brutal attacking offense from Luke Gallows, just stomping on the back of Jigsaw while he's down. Jigsaw pushes off into an arm drag as Gallows runs at him. Darren Williams is fired up on the apron. There's a reverse spinning kick. And Jigsaw sends him off the ropes, hits him with the huge drop kick, and another drop kick. And he spins him around into the neck breaker. But Gallows gets up and he's got the hot tag into Eddie Kingston. Kingston flies into the ring and he knocks out Jigsaw. Going after the Shard, knocks him off the apron. And Kingston is back in this match and he's got that toss suplex and Jigsaw is thrown into his corner. And now Kingston picks Jigsaw up, but Jigsaw's going to whip him across the ring into his own corner. Carl Anderson came into the match. Now Darren Williams gets tagged in, runs at Kingston. But Luke Gallows tags himself into the match and goes right for Darren Williams. And Eddie Kingston breaks up Gallows' own finisher. I don't understand what Eddie Kingston was doing there. I guess this is why they're not a team normally, but now we've got that double team. Gallows holding the arms of Darren Williams. Kingston goes in for the punches, and now Williams gets out with an arm twist, and he's punching the side of the head of Luke Gallows there, throws his face down to the mat, much like he's been doing to that entire team all night. We've got a pin from Williams, but Gallows kicks out just before one can even be accomplished. And now Gallows, once again, and his finisher gets broken up again. And now there's Gallows working from behind into a Russian leg sweep on Darren Williams. And now Luke Gallows is daring him to get up. The ring is cleared. Nobody else is here. Eddie Kingston's back in, but there's Gallows. He's got Williams up for the choke slam. Sends him down. Williams has been killed. We've got a pin from Gallows. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Shard couldn't get in fast enough, and Bullet Club wins their qualifier. The Pieces of Hate are eliminated. Bullet Club becomes your number 29 seed in the King of Trios tournament off a big-time Luke Gallows chokeslam. Despite Eddie Kingston not communicating, despite Eddie Kingston wanting to finish for himself, they managed to put away the Pieces of Hate. The Jigsaw, the Shard, and Darren Williams have been eliminated before they could even make it into the tournament proper. That's a shame, but that's what this is. It's a single elimination tournament, and now Bullet Club has the unenviable task of taking on either the Tons of Funk or 3MB with Paul Heyman as their manager from NXT. I forget which way the bracket's set up, but we'll have the final one before the end of this episode. That's the end of that match, guys. I'll see you back in the IWC trailer. And real quick before we go to the trailer, This was taken during NXT this week, right toward the end of the show. We found this camera footage. Alright guys, we are back in the little IWC trailer outside of the arena. We just got to bring you that first match, and it was definitely something, right? They were playing for the number 29 seed in the King of Trios tournament. You had Doc Gallows with the, Luke Gallows, I'm going to call him, with the choke slam, pinning Darren Williams so that Bullet Club with Eddie Kingston moves into the tournament as the 29 seed. Unfortunately, the Pieces of Hate and Darren Williams are going to go back home. Sad day for them. We're going to move after that into the video footage we just showed you. That was taken toward the end of NXT this past week after Stephanie McMahon had made her decree that the La Revolucion were banned from the premises of the arena for that night. And her dad, Vince McMahon, came in speaking about, we believe, Daniel Bryan and something called the Yes Movement that Stephanie obviously had no idea what he was talking about, and frankly to us it sounded kind of weird as well, as Daniel Bryan hasn't been on TV yet this year. He's been on an extended injury leave to this point. He also wished her a happy Easter, which here in the month of May, at the very end of the month, is a holiday that occurred over a month ago. So we're kind of wondering what that little exchange was about. But at the same time, he did give her some sound advice as the general manager of the company. Even if you don't agree with what the fan favorites say, you shouldn't squash them, you shouldn't keep them down, you shouldn't keep them away from the fans because the fans stop buying the product. You'd like to think that the McMahons operate more than, just on financial terms, but this is the McMahon way, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the money at the end of the day. So hopefully that means we will get to see La Revolucion in future episodes of NXT, because whether or not you like them and what their message is, it's a collection of wrestlers who are always interesting and entertaining to watch, and they're pretty talented. I like seeing Justin Gabriel, and I really like seeing El Guapo Diablo, the newcomer, the rookie. But either way, that's what we just saw. We're going to move right into the simulation on our second match of the evening, Soldier Ant of the Colony taking on Smashmaster of the Devastation Corporation in a steel cage. Could go either way. If you're talking cage escape, I'd put my money on Soldier Ant, and if you're talking just brutal pinfall inside, it's got to be the behemoth of a man, Smashmaster. Simulation coming in. Oh, and Soldier Ant gets the win for the Colony. That's something this commentator likes to see, apparently escaping the steel cage. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we are going to come back. We are also going to change this match here to be our second qualifying match, and that is going to be the team of the Briscoe brothers, Mark and Jay, as well as Sami Zayn, taking on Team IWC, Carpenter Ant, The Great Metsuda, and Kurt Angle. We're going to fix that up, and we're going to be right back for it, guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. This is our third match of the evening in IWC and our second qualifier for the King of Trios tournament. We've got the Briscoes and Sami Zayn taking on the randomly assembled Team IWC. Mark Briscoe starting in the ring in his rebel flag trunks, taking on Carpenter Ant, formerly of Chikara. You also have Kurt Angle and the Great Metsuda on that Team IWC bill over there. We all know all about Kurt Angle's career, from Olympic gold medalist to WWE multi-champion to TNA standout and Hall of Famer. We know next to nothing about the Great Metsuda. Very dark, very mysterious, and very quiet. But we're going to see him in the ring now as he gets tagged in to take on Briscoe, who just throws him back with a German suplex, welcoming the challenge of anybody into this trios match. There's a nice hip toss from Briscoe to Metsuda, and now Briscoe is getting himself fired up, but there's Metsuda with a chest lunge, twisting the arm around. That drags him down by the leg, and he's going to plant both of his knees into the calf of Mark Briscoe, trying to limit his mobility as the match carries on. Briscoe rolls out, and he looks like he's tagging in Sami Zayn. Zayn now taking the arm of the Great Metsuda. Metsuda twists around, elbow to the chest. Zayn struggling to get up already. Matsuda takes him by the head, little side headlock there. And now Matsuda's going to take him and throw him across the ring into no man's land. Team IWC's corner, big knee to the chin, into a running bulldog from the great Matsuda. And now we miss a drop kick there, does Matsuda, and Sami Zayn working from behind, gets his arm twisted around, and there's a belly-to-belly side slam as the Briscoe brothers look on from their corner, their part of the ring apron. Now working from behind is the great Matsuda, and he takes out the leg of Sami Zayn there. Again, working on the mobility of his opponents early in the match. There is Matsuda once again sending Zayn into the Team IWC corner. And we've got a tag to Carpenter Ant coming back in. Carpenter Ant up top. Matsuda throws him off. Huge assisted flying body press. But Zayn gets right up as if it barely even hurt. And he's got a punch to the chin, into a club to the back, and another club to the back, and a double axe handle, and another double axe handle, sending Carpenter Ant down to the mat. Carpenter Ant, at one time a member of the colony of Chikara, undergone some career transformations in the time since then, and he's once again donned the Carpenter Ant mask, taking on this IWC community in the King of Trios tournament. And now backing all the way off into the other corner is Carpenter Ant, freaking out, running at Sami Zayn, big butt to the face. And now Carpenter Ant running over into his corner. He's going to bring in Kurt Angle, the Olympian, and Sami Zayn to his corner. He's going to bring in Jay Briscoe, the other Briscoe brother. And Jay twists the arm of Angle around, now working from behind. He's got his own German suplexes that he's working on. And he's also as fired up as his brother. They are two of the craziest combatants down here in the IWC. And to think of a time when either one of these guys can end up in NXT is terrifying. There's a belly-to-belly side slam from Kurt Angle. Goes in for a punch, but Jay Briscoe does indeed block it. Now twisting the arm of Angle around is Briscoe, and Briscoe going to send Angle over into the corner. Sami Zayn grabs him, and now Briscoe's choking him out with the arms held behind. And Angle about to fall over, but Mark Briscoe appears to keep him up. And there's a huge spinebuster from Jay Briscoe. Still in the corner of Team Briscoe brother here, but now Angle trying to fight his way back. There's an elbow to the chest of Jay, and he goes for a stomp but misses. Gets him with a punch, gets him with another, and a huge clothesline from Kurt Angle. But Mark is there to help his brother out. Jay gets up, sees the assistance, and once again going to choke out Kurt Angle up against the ropes. But Angle blocks a punch right after. Sami Zayn there to break up the hold. Kurt Angle can't get anything accomplished over here. There's another big German suplex from Jay Briscoe to Kurt Angle. And now Jay across the ring knocks Carpenter Ant off the apron and gets out of the way of the great Matsuda. Dirty tactics there from him. And now Jay has Kurt Angle up. Big toss suplex from him. And Kurt Angle just flies across the ring. But now Angle sweeping the legs of Jay Briscoe out. Goes in for a big elbow drop. Goes for another, but Briscoe runs out of the way. And Kurt Angle collects him for his own German suplex. This is the matchup of 1,000 German suplexes. Amateur wrestling all over the place. But this is the IWC, the independent wrestling community, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got a headlock from Kurt Angle here. Briscoe reversing into a big-time back elbow. And now Jay Briscoe, big elbow drop to the chest of Kurt Angle. He's now going to pick up the Olympian here. And Briscoe's got him held. He's got the arm over. Lifts him up. And drops him on his head for a big brain buster. Jay Briscoe looking to take complete control of this match here. He's going to once again send Kurt Angle over into the corner. And he tags in Sami Zayn. Zayn now off the top rope. Headlock. Steps on the back of Kurt Angle. Does Sami Zayn. And now Sami Zayn is freaking out. Getting ready for Kurt Angle to get up. The Briscoes are across the ring. And Sami Zayn doesn't know what his own finisher is. So he's just going to take Kurt Angle and throw him across the ring like such. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, not quite 2. And Carpenter Ant is in the ring now. We've got Bedlam. The Briscoes are nowhere to be seen. Sami Zayn is trapped in the corner. Kurt Angle tags in the great Matsuda. Sends Sami off the ropes. Drop toe hold into an elbow to the back. And now Sami Zayn is the one that's in trouble. Great Matsuda going to work on him. Slams his face into the center of the ring for Team IWC. It appears that at least Mark Briscoe has found his way back to his corner as Team IWC is cheering on the great Matsuda. Huge super kick. And Sami Zayn's head has been taken off. The IWC is freaking out right now. And now Matsuda once again working on the legs of Sami Zayn here. And Matsuda, big punch to the forehead. Falling down on him. All kinds of gravity assistance there. Big knee to the face off the rebound for the great Matsuda. And he's got the arm twisted around, and Sami Zayn is trapped. The Briscoes are in. They break the hold. Everyone's in the ring right now. All 6 men. Matsuda ends up against the ropes. He's got Jay Briscoe, and Sami Zayn's trying to break it up, and he does break up the double team. And now Sami Zayn with the headlock takedown on Kurt Angle. And now Matsuda. Oh, man. Team IWC is taking complete advantage here. Kurt Angle's still in the ring. Sami Zayn is groggy, blocks the punch from Kurt Angle, and now going after Kurt Angle. He's got him with a headlock, goes for the punch, but Matsuda saves him. Matsuda was the legal man the whole time, and he spits the green mist in Sami Zayn's eyes. That's got to be a disqualification. The ref didn't see it with all the chaos. And there's a step-up enziguri from the great Matsuda, and Sami Zayn is incapacitated. There's a big spinebuster to Carpenter outside of the ring by one of the Briscoes. Pinfall in the ring. 1. Oh, and Sami Zayn does kick out. Running at Matsuda now, twisting around into a nice athletic arm drag. And Sami Zayn giving the crowd what they want here. He's got a side headlock on Matsuda, going after him with the clothesline, but Matsuda reverses with a knee to the chin, and now Zayn is up against the ropes. Matsuda going to whip him right into his partner, and Mark and Sami fly off. Sami is on the apron. Matsuda backs off, comes back, and there's a punch from Sami Zayn. Springboard dropkick misses. Matsuda blocks, kick to the gut. This is a great match here. Matsuda spins him around now, and he's got him up. That's a tombstone pile driver from the great Matsuda to Sami Zayn. Team IWC knows we're near the end. We've got another submission applied, an armbar. And again, Sami Zayn needs help, and the Briscoes are there to help him. But Sami needs to get out of this match right now. He is in serious trouble here. Matsuda working from behind now as the ref tries to regain order. There's a drop kick to the back from the great Matsuda, who has taken over this match. Matsuda runs at him, and there's another big enziguri. And Sami Zayn is down and out. Matsuda is dragging him to the center of the ring, going for the pin for Team IWC. 1. Oh, and Sami does manage to kick out somehow. And now Sami working from behind on Matsuda. Matsuda twists the arm around. There's a belly-to-belly side slam. He is not anywhere near ready to let Sami Zayn get out of this match. Zayn just needs that little bit to get out. We've got another pin here. 1, 2, almost a full 2 count, but the Briscoes are in. And the Briscoes are helping with Matsuda. And now Sami Zayn finds himself locking up with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle obviously comes out on top with his strength. And he's just keeping Sami Zayn away from the great Matsuda as he abuses Mark Briscoe. And now the double team. Kurt Angle laying in the punches to the midsection of Sami Zayn. But Zayn gets out finally. Gets something going his way. And a big takedown from Sami Zayn. Big takedown. And we've got a hot tag now. Zayn makes his way across, and Jay Briscoe. Jay gets into the ring. And he's got a punch to the great Matsuda. And another one sends nobody off the ropes. And now Jay Briscoe. He's going to go for the brainbuster again, guys. He's going to go for a brainbuster on the great Matsuda. And he slams him home with it. And now he's got his finisher coming in. He's got him between the legs. He's got the double underhook. And up. And a pile driver from that double underhook. We've got Team IWC off the apron. He's dragging Matsuda to the center of the ring, going for the pin. Got to get it here. 1. Oh, just a 1 count, and Matsuda kicks out. But there's a big spine buster from Jay Briscoe. Kurt Angle in the ring, the ref forcing him out. Carpenter right behind Briscoe. They're trying to attack here, and Matsuda pushes Jay Briscoe off. And another big spine buster from Jay Briscoe to the great Matsuda. And Jay Briscoe is getting fired up here, ladies and gentlemen. Working from behind on Matsuda. Matsuda counters with a snapmare into an elbow drop right to the face of Jay Briscoe. And Matsuda now he's got to be the one thinking to get out of this ring. He's got fresh partners, and Sami Zayn holds him. Little payback from earlier. There's a knee to the gut from Jay Briscoe to the great Matsuda. And now Briscoe just punching in the masked face of the great Matsuda, stomping on him while he's down. Misses a knee drop there, but it's all right. Oh, Matsuda does get across, and he gets the tag to Kurt Angle, the Olympic hero, who goes across and tries to take out Mark Briscoe, but Mark pulls the rope. Jay up top, misses the senton. Jay just flies to the floor of the arena. Kurt Angle on Mark Briscoe. Kurt Angle is by himself outside of the ring on the Briscoe side of things, but Mark throws him back in. Jay goes after him, and Jay now with a knee to the back of the head of Kurt Angle, and he's going in with elbows to the midsection, but Kurt blocks with a chop of his own, and now from behind, Jay Briscoe with the reverse headlock into a takedown there. And Jay tries to get Carpenter off the apron right behind him. Carpenter gets away. There was an elbow drop from Jay Briscoe to the chest of Kurt Angle, and Jay is just pummeling away at Kurt Angle while he's down. But again, Kurt Angle blocks and hits him with a big clothesline. And now Kurt Angle gets the tag in on the Great Matsuda. And Matsuda goes, misses the punch on Jay Briscoe. And now Jay's got him in a side headlock. And he's got the arm over and the leg up. And that's a big time toss suplex from Jay Briscoe. Oh, and he was looking for the tag to his brother, but his brother gets off the apron. Jay picks Matsuda up, and once again, we've got the arm up. He's going to have another big-time brainbuster here, ladies and gentlemen. And now Jay Briscoe stomping down. He wants this match over. He's got Great Matsuda up over his head into a fireman's carry from a Samoan drop. And now going for the pin is Jay Briscoe. No one's in the ring. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count. Matsuda does kick out of it. And now into a headlock is Matsuda. And he's going to send Jay Briscoe into the IWC corner. And now Kurt Angle gets the tag. Matsuda throws Briscoe off the ropes. Drop toe hold into an elbow to the back. We've seen that before in this match. Kurt Angle, your legal man. Matsuda making his way out. Kurt Angle tackles Mark Briscoe off the ring apron. Unbelievable. Mark Briscoe has flown across the ring. But Jay from behind. Big time face-busting bulldog there. And now twisting the arm of Carpenter Ant around into a German suplex. And Jay Briscoe has avenged his brother. And now Jay, he's got the double underhook on Kurt Angle. And he's got him into a pile driver. Unbelievable here. And now Jay going for the pin, but they're in the ropes. Can he get the pin here? 1, 2. Oh, Kurt Angle kicks out at 2. This match is going to go on. Somebody's been busted open in the ring. It looks like it's Kurt Angle off that bulldog. And there's raking the eyes is Jay Briscoe. Big running knee from Jay Briscoe to Kurt Angle. And now Briscoe rolls him over. And he's got him in the camel clutch of all things. And there's nowhere to go. And IWC can't get to the hold to break it up. IWC can't get to the hold. Mark Briscoe and Sami Zayn are in the ring. Carpenter Ant can't break it up, but he finally does with a diving elbow drop. And now Jay Briscoe from behind gets a snapmare from the Carpenter Ant. Ref kicks everybody else out of the ring. And now Angle going for the pin on Jay, but Jay easily kicks out. Jay, surprising offense from him in this match. We thought it would come down to his brother, Mark Briscoe. And there's a huge spinebuster from Kurt Angle. But Mark has been regularly taken out of the competition here. And now Angle dragging Jay across the ring for another pin. 1, 2. Close call there for Jay Briscoe. Angle gets him up, and there's a European uppercut from Kurt Angle to Jay Briscoe. And now Angle going to send him back on the rebound. There's a leg lariat, and straight into punches to the big bald head of Jay Briscoe. Kurt Angle now trying to take control in this match that has definitely gone off the rails a little bit. We've got a submission from Kurt Angle here. He's trying to put Jay Briscoe to sleep, and Jay Briscoe looks like he's getting ready to take a big nap, but Angle lets him out. Cutting off circulation to the head by holding the neck there. And now Angle from behind. He's got the full Nelson applied. He's got a full Nelson applied to Jay Briscoe. And the Briscoes can't break it up. And the ref doesn't see the tap out. The ref does see the tap out. It looks like he was distracted by Carpenter Ant. What a crazy way for that match to end. But it does go down as Jay Briscoe tapping out to Kurt Angle. Team IWC will go on in this tournament. They are now your number 30 seed. You've got Kurt Angle, the Great Matsuda, and Carpenter Ant. They have defeated the Briscoes and Sami Zayn. The Great Matsuda gets my vote for MVP in that matchup. I can't believe the effort that he just put into that, being a relative unknown here in the IWC. And unfortunately, the Briscoes and Sami Zayn just couldn't get the chemistry they needed. And it looked like the ref missed Jay Briscoe tapping out at the end because of the interference from both Carpenter Ant and Mark Briscoe. He gets Carpenter Ant out of the ring and then calls for the bell to be rung. So paying more close attention than we initially thought. But there is Team IWC victorious, guys. We'll see you back in the trailer in a moment. Oh, we are going to bring you this little bit of video that we found during our last trios match. This was taking place just outside the IWC arena as NXT talent is apparently here. Let's have a listen. All right, guys, we are back after that last pretty epic trios match. Really thought the Briscoes were going to come out on top in that one, and Team IWC surprised me. Kurt Angle gets the win with that full Nelson over Jay Briscoe. A quick note, earlier on we had reported that Soldier Ant defeated Max Smashmaster in the steel cage. The officials at this particular IWC show have reversed that decision, stating that Soldier Ant, while attempting to pin Max Smashmaster, actually had his own shoulders down, and Max had one up. Since we were not there with our film crew actually, jacking into that feed of the IWC show, we can't say for sure what actually happened in there, but there is some doubt that any of this is true and that it's not just Sidney Bacabella, the manager of the Devastation Corporation, paying some people off to change the match decision. But either way, officially, the win goes to Max Smashmaster and not Soldier Ant as initially reported. We just saw that great triple match, King of Trios qualifier, that shows us the Team IWC is going to be your number 30 seed. They will be taking on Tons of Funk in the first round, your NXT Tag Team Champions, and that means that your 29 seed, Bullet Club, will be taking on 3MB with new manager Paul Heyman. Both look like they're going to be great matches. Aside from that, we just saw a little bit of video that was actually taken today here on the IWC premises. It's strange, but both El Guapo Diablo and Santino Marella are apparently here on the grounds, and we found them backstage earlier on. It was actually just during this last match that they turned up, and they apparently are plotting something for the King of Trios. We know that Team Cobra has been announced as a trio for WWE NXT. It'll be Santino Marella, Zack Ryder, and David Otunga as your random third party there. And Santino suggested, why don't we use this as a way to spread our ideology that general managers don't need to book things terribly. If they book terribly, they shouldn't be in power anymore. And El Guapo Diablo, the de facto leader of La Revolucion, decided that he's got a better idea, and they walked away from the camera at that point. Don't really know what's happening there. We will get back to you if anything on that changes. We are going to get into our next simulation, and Jay Briscoe doesn't even bother leaving the ring. After submitting to Kurt Angle's full Nelson, he has a tables match against Corey Graves to end this month-long feud between the two of them the right way. I mean, does he honestly have a shot here, or is Graves just going to put him through a table the first chance he gets? Either way, guys, simulation coming in, and Jay Briscoe gets the win over Corey Graves in a tables match, despite being the losing partner in his King of Trios qualifier mere moments before. Anything can happen in professional wrestling, especially in the indies, guys. And that leaves us with just our main event that we will be right back for. But we are getting word that El Guapo Diablo has again been spotted backstage. We're going to go check in on that, and then we'll get right to the main event, guys. Be back in a minute. And this is what our IWC cameras caught mere moments ago. El Guapo Diablo and David Otunga in one of the dressing rooms here in the IWC arena. Let's see what they have to say. And this is indeed for all the marbles. The IWC Championship on the line. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Despite all the fun matches so far, this night's got to come to an end, and it's going to end with the title match for the IWC Championship between Sweeney, Antoine, and Kassius Ohno. And Antoine almost won there, sending Ohno through a table on the outside. There's a hip toss. They are dangerously close to that table, set up along the outside. There's a snapmare from Kassius Ohno, knocking two of the legs out on that table, but not ending the match. Antoine in a side headlock here. Got him up for a suplex clutch, down on his back on the floor of the arena. This is, as mentioned, for all of those marbles. They've been working toward this all month long. Sweeney Antoine came out of nowhere this month, and not only has he stolen victories from Kassius Ohno in non-title matches, he's stolen other people's spots in matches. We remember a few weeks ago when he attacked Troy on the ramp for our main event. Troy was set to make his TV debut, and Sweeney Antoine attacked him, took his place, and made himself the #1 contender for Kassius Ohno's IWC Championship. Since then, they've been going back and forth. Huge uppercut from Antoine there, and now we've got a collar and elbow here on the outside of the ring, and Kassius Ohno does come out on top. Ohno has been the champion since we began this year in our universe here. He defeated Soldier Ant in a title match last month, defending his belt, becoming the most popular person here on the IWC and the most likely to get promoted to NXT within the next calendar year by doing so. But this month has not been easy for him with Sweeney Antoine hot on his tail, and this match here is either going to make or break his title reign. Sweeney Antoine could end up having the best month of anybody in the professional wrestling world if he takes the title from Kassius Ohno here tonight. I want to talk a little bit about what we saw right before this match. We had El Guapo Diablo and David Otunga meeting in secret here in the IWC arena in one of the locker rooms. We're working on getting a translated version of what was said, but the broken Spanish makes it a little bit tough to put together. Either way, David Otunga did understand what was said and agrees with El Guapo Diablo, whatever that means. Off the ropes, there's a big arm drag from Sweeney Antoine. And now Antoine grabs the table that Kassius Ohno just brought into the ring, runs at him and knocks him down on his back with a table shot to the face. Now Sweeney going across the ring, setting it up on its four legs. Kassius Ohno with a huge tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Unbelievable considering how big of a man Sweeney Antoine is. But he's got his own tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam there. Nice retort from the American son of a Frenchman, Sweeney Antoine. Growing up in Arkansas with his French father, the oil baron, teaching him manners. Looks like he failed as he's using this table for damage here in this match. And there's Kassius Ohno with the big reverse neck breaker. Sorry, the announcer's got some crud in his throat today. Don't know what it's coming from. I hope I'm not getting sick again. But there is Kassius Ohno picking Sweeney Antoine up. Elbows to the chest, and now has him by the face, well, by the head. Dragging him over to that table. And Kassius Ohno just staring him down on the table. He sets him up on top of the table. Kassius Ohno can win the match here. He's got to get somewhere to do it. Kassius Ohno out of the ring, up on the top turnbuckle. And he misses. He puts himself through the table. Antoine out of the way. There's a big single arm bulldog from Sweeney Antoine to Kassius Ohno. And now Antoine out of the ring, picking up the table they knocked over earlier. And he's trying to get it back up into the ring. And he does. As that one remains broken off to the corner. It's actually a nice clean break. I don't think I've ever seen it break that way before. And now wait, Sweeney Antoine has Kassius Ohno up. And he's got him for essentially a Styles Clash, ladies and gentlemen, from Sweeney Antoine. And now he's going to pick him up. And Kassius Ohno is groggy. And Sweeney Antoine sending him in the direction of a table. And he sends him in gut first, but Kassius Ohno kicks him in the mouth to get out of that. Sweeney Antoine now has him up for a suplex. And he puts him through the table. Sweeney Antoine is your IWC champion after a vertical suplex through the table. Knocks out Kassius Ohno. Ohno looked to have the match won with a diving knee, but he put himself through the table as Antoine rolled out of the way. Antoine hit his finisher right here, a take on the AJ Styles Clash. And from there, it was all over. Antoine just needed this vertical suplex right here to put Kassius Ohno through the table, as he does. And we've got a new IWC champion. Kassius Ohno's dreams for getting to NXT quickly may very well have been dashed. Sweeney Antoine is your IWC champion. Let it sink in. The man that came from out of nowhere now holds the gold. Alright guys, we are back one more time here in our little trailer outside the IWC arena. It was one of the better shows we have ever run here as part of the, the independent wrestling community, helping them get their exposure out there on YouTube. 3 big matches televised tonight, capped off just now with Sweeney Antoine unbelievably winning the IWC Championship in a tables match against former champion Kassius Ohno. What you see on your screen now is what I want to talk about now. We've got our full tournament table set for the King of Trios tournament that we will be running next month throughout the month of June. These matches will start showing up, these tournament matches on your screen. They will start showing up on programming as early as this Monday Raw. So what I want you to do here, I'm going to make this available for download as a photo file on both my Twitter account, twitter.com/RAUSCHGames, and on my Reddit, reddit.com/RAUSCHGames. Either way, go download it. What I want you to do, any photo editor, whether you use Photoshop or GIMP or whatever you use to edit photos, I want you to insert text and predict who is going to win this tournament. I want you to predict each match all the way up. If anyone ends up with a perfect bracket, I will be assembling a prize pack. Otherwise, it's just for fun. But if someone does actually pick everything all the way through to the end and get the right champions, the right Kings of Trios, now that we've got the field completely set, you'll be getting something. I'm thinking game codes, I've got little knickknacks, I've got things that I bought that I never wanted to use that you could either use for YouTubing or for just wrestling fandom, things like that. I've got a little grab bag put together now, and I want to keep it a surprise, so we're not going to talk too much about it. But if you win, you're going to get a lot of cool stuff. I want everyone that's watching this video to do it. Download it either from Twitter or Reddit, Roush Games, either way. Set it up yourself, and then repost it as a link. Either tweet it at me at Roush Games on Twitter, or post it as a link on my Roush Games subreddit, which I will link to in this video as I have been doing since I created the thing. I will keep all the results, and then once the tournament's over, if anybody gets a perfect bracket, you win prizes. Otherwise, I'm really excited to get into the King of Trios. We've got one more show to get through before the month of June, and that is the WWE Over the Limit pay-per-view, which I'm going to make as soon as humanly possible. In the meantime, though, guys, if you like this video, please leave a like on it. I put a lot of work into this one, took a lot of editing, and man, this game glitches out when you use as many CAWs as I do on one roster. Oh, lots of freezing. So if you like it, let me know you like it. It makes me happy, and it makes me want to keep making these videos for you. And if you're new here, and you like the way I'm presenting this, and you think I'm even a little bit original, subscribe! Get the videos as soon as they come up. Otherwise, I've got to edit this and then go get ready for work. I hope you guys have a great day! Bye-bye.